At this time, we ask that you please rise if you're able and remove your caps as we honor the United States of America with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Randolph in town tonight as the Bridgewater College Eagles back in action trying to shake off their weekend ball game that we were here for, as things didn't go so well against Marymount, but another chance here against Randolph and an Old Dominion Athletic Conference game. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for the visitors from Randolph, Avion Tucker gets the call, 6'1", 178-pound freshman out of Newport News, averaging 12 points and almost 3 rebounds a game. Chase DePriest, a 6'4", 205-pound freshman out of Clifton Forge, 5 points and 3 boards a game, his averages. Victor Parson is a 6 foot, 195-pound sophomore from Chesapeake, just a tick under 10 points a game and better than 2 rebounds a contest. Khalil Kapul, a 6'4", 200-pound freshman out of Suffolk, 9 points and almost 4 boards a game. And Stacy Bird, 6'8", 220, the sophomore from Amelia Courthouse, Virginia, 6 points and 3.5 boards a game. Stacy, the former Bridgewater College Eagle. There are a couple of them on the Randolph roster. For the Bridgewater College Eagles, Jameer Brown, a 6'2", 184-pound junior out of Charlotte, the team's leading scorer at 13.5 points and 3 boards a game. Moose Diop in the front court, the 6'6", 216-pound junior out of Raleigh, 4.5 points and 2.5 boards a game. Mikeese Ingram is averaging 3.5 points and 3.5 rebounds a game. He's a 5'11", 160-pound junior out of Blount'sville, Florida. Malik Richardson will be the man in the middle, the 6'5", 270-pound senior out of Richmond, averaging almost 8 points a game and 3 rebounds a contest. And then Carter Palmer, a 6'4", 190-pound freshman out of Randallstown, Maryland, 5.5 points and 4 boards a game. So that is Evan Key and Mike Munchko's lineups for tonight's Old Dominion Athletic Conference game. Bridgewater comes in 5-6, 1-1 in the ODAC. Randolph is 4-7. They are 0-2 in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. Carl Maganaber, Jen Chan with you here tonight. Ready for some action. Should be fun.
And great crowd already. So far, every sport is represented so far behind us, and we have the band across from us, so it's definitely going to be a loud game.
Yeah, we did not have the band last time. So, now.
And no students either, because today was their very first day of classes for the spring semester as well.
All right. Center jump. It'll come down to Randolph. Tucker will handle on the outside. Gives it to DePriest. Back to Tucker. Tucker wanted to look inside. Instead, kicks to the corner. Gets it back. Goes to Parson. Parson into the corner to DePriest. DePriest way back outside. Now a three-pointer. Shot no good. Rebound going to be collected underneath by Palmer. And the Eagles come the other way. Quickly to Diop, who lays it up but can't get it to go. And the rebound comes down to Tucker. Woo. Almost traveled as he comes across the timeline and gives it up to Kapul. Kapul looking to drive. No, kicks it out. Tucker now going to get into the lane, puts up the off-balance shot, gets his own rebound, does Capel, and he steps on the end line. Bridgewater basketball. Palmer will trigger in for the Eagles. Gets it into Jameer Brown. Brown still wearing 13. This is the second straight game he's had his lucky jersey on. Goes right side after the pass from Ingram. Palmer down low. Brown had nowhere to go with it. Richardson going to see a lane, spins in the lane, puts up the tough shot. Too much, no good. Capole comes down with it. He's trying to beat everybody down court. Lost the handle, but gets it back, and then takes a shot, no good. Ooh, that's a tough foul. I know Diop came from behind, but that didn't look too bad to me. Let's say he got him in the head.
At the line for the Wildcats, number 24, Khalil Capole.
Capole's 75% free throw shooter on the season. He's coming off a whale of a ball game. They lost to William Peace, but it wasn't his fault. He poured in 18 points in that ball game. It's 0-0 still.
And it's been quite a while already.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which of these teams will find an offensive flow? That becomes the question here early on.
I mean, both teams are 0-2 from field goal range, and that's the first point of this contest.
Capole gets it to go. 1-0. Randolph. I like what they've got up on the scoreboard. RWC. Randolph Wildcats. Very cool. Richardson along the baseline. Gets his man in the air. His shot's no good. No foul on that end. As Bird provided the defense. Now front court they come. Kick it out to Priest. Wide open Capole. Now the deep three for Parson. That's off the mark. Rebound knocked around, saved by DePriest. Outside is Tucker. Down low to Bird. Bird squares up against Diop. Has it knocked away, stolen away. Eagles come the other direction. Brown spins in the lane, loses the handle. Priest bounces it to Capole. Capole's got Diop, shoots. No good, but another foul against Moose. And for the first time in a couple of games, we'll see Mason Ramey. Mason was used very sparingly 2 games ago, and then we did not see him at all on Saturday.
He never took off his warm-up. He never put on his jersey underneath his warm-up. And neither one of us asked him what was up, but.
1 for 2 tonight. Again, 75% for the season. Woo!
That hit everything.
That hit everything. You're right. Second shot upcoming. Eagles have made their changes. Kyron Smith is in the ball game, and so is Mason Ramey. Randolph ball. Usually on those, when somebody's coming from behind, they give them to the other guy. Not this time. Tucker ready to trigger in. Finds DePriest, pulls the trigger on a 3. That's off the mark. Rebound collected by Kyron Smith. Kyron front court, tried to go around a screen, almost had it knocked away. Now driving. Boy, he's fouled 8 different times and no call. Front court they come. Here's Parson. Parson into the lane, bumps with the defender, shot up, no good. Rebound to Palmer. Eagles basketball. And Steven Burgess will check in for Randolph. Steve's having himself a nice season, averaging 10.5 points a game.
It's definitely going to have to be a little bit weird for him playing a lot of his old team members. He was on the team last year. Stacey Bird wasn't on the team.
Just wondering what the slowdown was, and it's Capole who's hurt.
I want to say he stepped and then he moved, but his foot didn't go anywhere. So he sat himself down. He didn't fall. He kind of just rolled himself off the court just in case someone else would come that direction.
Well, that's a big blow for Randolph because they're already missing Elijah Cox tonight, who I understand is a scratch. Cox averages almost 10 points a game. Then you take Capole out of the game. He's averaging 9 points a game. You have to find your offense somewhere. Eagles have yet to find any offense at all. We have no field goals in this game yet.
It's been quite a long time.
Brown into the front court, working against Tucker. Goes to Smith, right side. Smith finds Ramey up top. Back to Brown. Brown wanted to go inside, got held by Burgess, no call. Now down low to Ramey. Ramey lost the handle, trying to back in. Burgess across the timeline, has it knocked away by Brown, but gets it back. Now Steve to DePriest. DePriest trying to find a lane. Instead, it's a Tucker three from the corner, no good. Long rebound on the floor. Who's got it? The Wildcats have it. Long up-court pass winds up in Brown's hands. Boy, this is crazy. Into the corner, Smith won't take the three. Needs to go somewhere with it. Goes back to Palmer. Now Brown outside working against Tucker. Ramey back to Brown. Brown trying to find a lane. Pushes it up towards the bucket. Won't go down. Rebound underneath. Saved by Trey Miller. Miller handles. Gets it off to Parson. Parson finds Tucker. Burgess in the corner. Now Tucker. Down low they get it. Spinning is Miller. Off the glass and good. First basket of the game, and it's 4-0 Randolph. Front court. Comes Ingram. Goes to Palmer. Ramey finds Ingram right side. Back to Mason. Ingram can't get the shot off. Now here comes Smith into the lane. Boy, he traveled, no call. Here's Ramey with a deep shot. That's good. Is it a three? It is a three. Mason Ramey with a triple. The Eagles' first basket comes from the bench. And the Eagles down by one, 4-3, as Burgess works against Ingram. Foul against Ingram. 15:32 left in the first half. 4-3 the score. It's Bridgewater College basketball on Flo College. Serenaded by the pep band, which is nice. Well, there hadn't been a whole lot of nice stuff about the first half so far. Randolph's 1 for 7, the Eagles are 1 for 6. There have been 5 turnovers and 7 points scored between the two teams. It is not pretty.
Bridgewater's 0-4 from field goal.
The only field goal Bridgewater has is from three-point range.
And that's it. That's all they got.
Otherwise, 0 for 5.
And we got word from the Bridgewater Athletic training staff that Capola, he's walking around on his own. He's got his ankle taped and potentially good to go back in the game here soon.
Burgess finds Dupree. Suber into the game now. TJ James is also in too. Miller working against Ramey. Spins. No, took a travel, no call. Took a step. Suber into the front court. Stops. Kicks to the corner. Smith will elevate for three. Off the mark. Rebound collected. DePriest off the fingertips, though, of the Eagles, as it was Jenkins trying to poke it away from DePriest. The rebounding edge is not good. That should make it 10-3. Burgess front court. Suber tries to track him down, then commits the foul. Fourth foul against Bridgewater. None have been called against Randolph.
His first.
Suber's first, team's third. The other 2 fouls belong to Moose Diop. As well as, was it Ingram who had the foul? Driving, kicking to the corner, Burgess for 3. Air ball. Smith comes down with it. Maybe a little too much juice playing back here for the first time. Smith tried to spin off of Mason Ramey. Now goes to Mason down low. Mason draws Miller. Now spins in the lane. The little hook won't go down, and Miller comes down with the board. Gives off to Burgess. Burgess comes front court. Little stop and go. Almost has it knocked away. It is knocked away. Suber weaving through the traffic. Goes Euro step. Shot no good, but a foul. And Suber will go to the line.
Number 1, TJ James. His first. At the line for the Eagles.
Fouls whistled against
3, Chris.
TJ James. And Suber goes to the line. Chris is a perfectly 50% free throw shooter. 6 of 12 on the season so far. Perfect. It's a tie game.
And it only took 6 minutes.
Palmer comes out. We see Brad Owens for the first time. And I want to take a moment to say something about Brad's shoes.
They're very bright.
I like them.
I do too.
All right, here comes the second shot from Suber. That's good. Eagles have their first lead of the night, 5-4, after a couple of Suber free throws. Burgess works into the front court. Left side, gets it to James. Back to Burgess. James wide open for 3. That's off the mark. Rebound, though, collected. Driving into the lane. No good. Rebound again. And finally comes down to the Eagles and comes down to Owens. Suber bounces it way back. Here's Richardson. 3. Good! 8-4 after the Richardson triple from dead center. Front court, Tucker. Tucker wants to drive, now puts up the shot. Air ball, Suber with the rebound. Suber looks it over, stops, kicks to Richardson. Jenkins spins away, lost the ball. Coming the other way is Burgess. Burgess, oh my gosh, plowed him over. Call the foul against Smith. Smith, I thought, did the right thing. He saw where Burgess was going and just stood there. And Steve, a little rambunctious, plowed him over. But Steve will get the free throws. 5 fouls now against Bridgewater, 1 against Randolph. And Burgess goes to the line. He's shot very well from the free throw line, 71% so far this year. He sinks the first. Second shot upcoming to make it a 2-point game. He does. Hit them both. 8-6 after the Burgess free throws. Suber into the front court. Suber wants to drive and just lost the handle. It's on the ground. Smith picks it up. Out to Richardson. Richardson. Jenkins now, 15 on the shot clock. So try to resettle the offense. Richardson way outside with just 8 on the shot clock. Step back 3, way off the mark. And the rebound is out of bounds. It'll be Randolph ball. And Capul's going to have to come out again. DePriest will come in for him. Triggering in is Chris Hayes, the junior out of Suffolk. Gets it to Burgess. Back to Hayes across the timeline. Goes around the screen. Drives on Richardson. A lot of body and no call. Eee. Front court they come. Jenkins wants to go all the way. He does, but he can't get it to go. What's new? Long up court pass, and here's the easy snowbird. Oh! They're going to call. They'll call goaltending, so the bucket counts. Who gets the basket?
Goaltending on the play.
8-8 the score after goaltending is called. Now Miller is seeking attention from the training staff. Suber front court. Richardson works against Bird, tries to spin. Now gets off the glass. It's good. It counts, and a foul. So Bird probably going to get whistled for the foul. It is Bird, and Richardson will go to the line. Malik, 64% from the foul line. Richardson looking for his 6th point of the night. And the Eagles getting ready to make some wholesale changes. It's good. Malik knocks it down, and it's 10-8 Eagles with 12:07 left. Suber will come out. Ingram is in. Brown is in. Oh, it's 11-8. They waited. I should have known that. 8 plus 2 is 10. 8 plus 3 is 11.
Yeah. Math 101 with Carl.
Thanks. On the outside's Hayes. Hayes gives it up to James. James in the lane, spins, puts up the shot, and then Richardson. Oh, they're going to call simultaneous possession, and the Eagles have it. And media timeout. 11-8, Bridgewater on top in a rugged first half thus far. It's Bridgewater College basketball on Flo College.
This was from earlier. Good 8 seconds.
Here at Niagara Hall, points are hard to come by in an 11-8 ball game. Malik Richardson leading the Eagles with 6 points. And remember, last game, Malik kind of was the offense early for Bridgewater and then flamed out a bit. We'll see if he can keep it going. For Randolph, 4 different players with 2 points. The Eagles shooting 25%. They are 3 out of 12. Randolph's 2 of 14. That's 14%, including 0 for 6 from long range. Palmer will trigger in for the Eagles. Gets it to Brown. Now off to Ingram. Ingram brings it across the timeline. Goes right side. Spot's vacated. Now down to Richardson. Richardson bounces it to Haynes. Haynes, high three-pointer, nothing. And for Haynes, he's looking for the stroke. He is now 2 for 12 to start the season from long distance. Tucker from the outside. Works against Palmer. In the keyhole, out to Priest. Priest, hands on by Haynes. And he threw it out of bounds. I don't know where he was going with it. That was a strange play.
Maybe he was trying to throw it off a Bridgewater defender?
Maybe. I don't know.
Regardless, it's Bridgewater ball.
That's right. Brown working against Tucker. Comes across the timeline to Richardson way up top. Bird on him. Now to Ingram. Ingram had a little bit of a lane. Now Richardson fights his way up and in. Richardson with it's 13-8. Richardson's got 8. Tucker front court. Burgess waiting to check in for the Wildcats. Back to Tucker. Now up top to Parson. Parson finds Tucker in the corner, shakes Brown. Now into the lane to Priest. To Priest, shot no good. Rebound in a sea of hands. Who has it? To Priest. Then Tucker's left alone for 3, and it's good. (13-11) after the Tucker three-pointer. Every loose ball going Randolph's way. Rebounding edge is 15-8. It seems like 30-8. Richardson way away from the bucket. Kicks to Hayne. Hayne back to Richardson. Richardson looking to go. Spins. Puts the off-balance shot up and in. How did that go? Wow. 15-11 after the Richardson bucket inside. Tucker finds Bird. Bird hoists the 3. That's off the mark, and the rebound comes down out of bounds. They'll say off to Priest. Eagles ball. Miller and Burgess check back in for Randolph. Mason Ramey is back in, meanwhile, for the Eagles. Palmer gets it in to Brown. Brown working against Tucker. Inside 9.5 to go here in this first half. Bounce, woo! Ramey with a nice catch on a ball that was really far off his hip. Ingram into the lane, bounces it backdoor to Hayne, off his fingertips out of bounds, but they'll say it was actually off Randolph. Hayes able to get a hand in there. And Ingram will trigger in. 10 on the shot clock. They got to hurry. Way up top to Brown. Brown, little bit of a lane, uses Ramey as a screen. Ramey gets whistled for the offensive foul. Just miserable. And here comes Tucker. Tucker kicks it outside. Burgess, his three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes down to Palmer. Off to Brown. Brown wanted to go down to Ramey, instead Haynes. Back to Brown. Still plenty of time because they really raced into the front court. Ramey provides the screen. Brown back to Mason. Mason's three-pointer, no good. Rebound collected underneath by Hayes. Tucker into the front court. Works against Brown. Outside, crazy 3 for Parson, and it's good. Good, lands. It's a 1-point game. Parson from Dayton hit that one. Jeez. Ingram, right side, goes to Hayne inside. Matt turns, won't go. Rebound collected by Burgess. Burgess front court, bounces it down low. Turnaround by Parson, way off the mark. And the rebound comes down to Brown. Brown front court, working against Tucker. Finds Ramey, back to Brown. Brown along the baseline, finds Ramey inside. All kind of bumping. It's good, it counts in a foul. 17-14 after the Ramey bucket. Hayes gets the foul, and we'll head to a timeout. 17-14 Eagles, 7:43 left to go. It's Bridgewater College basketball on Flo College.
7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1.
At the line for the Eagles.
Eagles on top by 3 with 7:43 left to go. The teams are a combined 0 for 9 on the last 9 shots from the floor until that Ramey field goal inside. So they are now 1 for their last 10 are these two teams. Ramey sinks the and one. Mason adding to his 68% free throw average. Pushes the Eagles lead to 4. Tucker working against Suber. Gets a screen from Miller. A little shake and bake outside. Parson into the lane. Pushes off. No call. Rebound tapped around. Comes down to Parson. Spins, puts it up and in. Would not be denied. The one thing I'll tell you, the difference to me, Randolph is so much more physical.
And some of them are getting called. Only 3 out of.
Brown's shot is good.
They've only had 3 fouls called on them this entire first half, and they definitely should have had a lot more.
So Jen telling me she spies a former Eagle in the crowd, JoJo Crenshaw.
When he's walking across to find his seat, he screamed at Steve Burgess, so I knew it was him.
All right.
He did look familiar. I was like, I know that guy. Looked up the roster.
Oh, jeez. Nice screen by Miller. Parson again with a 3, and it's good. Wow. Victor Parson, second triple. He's got 8 points. And it's a 1-point game, 20-19. Suber on the outside, working against Hayes, into the lane. Kicks to the corner, and a foul away from the basket on the pass. Hayes with the foul. That's his second. That brings DePriest back into the lineup. Hayes, there are 4 fouls. Hayes has 2 of them for Randolph. Early fouls are the reason you may not have heard Moose Diop's name. Brown from 17, good. 22-19. As Brown gets the bucket to go. He's got a half dozen points. Burgess on the outside. Works against Ramey. Now down low all by himself was Miller. He bulls it up and in. 2 guys on him, and Miller still finds a way to score and make it a 1-point game. They're doing some impressive work down low. Suber goes around the Ramey screen. Now to Brown. Finds Ramey up top. Mason to Suber. Back to Mason. Suber with it. Suber, a little stop and go action. Goes to the bucket and in. Suber with a pretty bucket. Nice dribble, drive, penetration to give the Eagles a 3-point advantage again. Suber's first bucket, 4 points. Ramey with a rebound. Smith into the front court, inside 5.5 now. He wants to go all the way. It's good, it counts, and a foul. Eagles all of a sudden driving. Mason Ramey needs a blow, and that will bring Malik Richardson. So Kyron Smith goes to the line for the and one opportunity. Kyron, a 56% free throw shooter on the young season. Five-point lead. That is the largest lead for any team, and now it's 6. 27-21 after he makes good on the and one. Burgess facing a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Is it stolen away? It is. Eagles, as Smith again drives right to the bucket and lays it in. And Coach Key needs a timeout. 5:10 left to go here in this first half, and all of a sudden the Eagles exploding. It's a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here. 29-21. Eagles on a little bit of a run here. To make it an 8-point advantage.
They've gone 7-0 in the last minute and 2 seconds, and a 9-2 run in a minute and 40 seconds.
Which is kind of hilarious considering how hard it was to score.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, it's really coming in droves for the Eagles.
I feel like that's really been a common trend of the season. It's one team has that burst and then they kind of die down and the other team does the same thing, and it really just goes back and forth. And we've had a lot of close games so far this season, Carl.
I mean, look at the Eagles now all of a sudden. I mean, shooting about 48% from the floor. Randolph still at 28%, 7 of 25, but the 19-12 rebound advantage has helped out. 7 turnovers for Randolph have not helped. Burgess in the backcourt gets it off to Tucker. Tucker comes front court, picked up by Suber. Inside 5 to go now here in the first half. DePriest now to Parson. Parson has it knocked away. The Eagles have it. Eagles with some quick defensive, and Suber loses it. Stolen by Tucker, who gets the easy layup. Quick 2 points. There's a steal and the hoop by Avion Tucker. Breaks the Eagles' run. 7 straight points by the Eagles. Brown on the outside. Back to Suber. Now Brown was open. Smith looking for a lane. Out to Suber. Oh, passed it inside and it was stolen away. Was looking for Malik. Oh, and Suber steals it back. Brown off the shot, no good, but the foul against Parson, the body foul. The Randolph bench is not enthused with the call. First foul.
Number 13, Jamir Morrell.
So Brown goes to the line. 2-shot opportunity for Jamir, who's shot a little less than 74% so far this year from the foul line. Hits the front end, gives the Eagles a 7-point lead again. Whatever the defense is, I think it's Monster 23. I don't know.
I do know we got some colorful shoes on the court now.
Yeah, I like the orange.
Got
Second shot is good by Brown.
Kyron Smith has some purple and orange on the other side of the court.
Devin Gaines is in for Randolph. Burgess with it. And I don't know what's not happening, but they wanted to get it inside. Oh, that's a foul. 5 ways to Sunday against Kyron Smith. No doubt about it.
That's going to be his second.
2 fouls, and now the media. 31-23, Bridgewater on top with 3:50 to go here in the first half. It's Bridgewater College basketball on Flo College. Devin Gaines at the free throw line, his first free throw of the season and of his collegiate career. And it's good. Second shot upcoming. That one's good, too.
100%.
That's right. Nowhere to go but down from here.
There's nowhere up from 100.
Richardson draws quite a crowd. Tries to get inside. Bulls over Miller. Won't go down. Rebound out of bounds. And they'll say off of Randolph. Still Bridgewater ball. Burgess will come out. Victor Parson comes back in. Into Smith. He elevates for the jumper, no good. DePriest with a rebound. Ball's knocked away, but out of bounds. Almost stolen by Brown. Ingram telling Brown, I was open. Pass that thing. Tucker, front court. Now to Parson. Back to Tucker. Down. Here's the Gaines jumper in the lane is good. Are you kidding me? Devin Gaines. He came into the night with 4 points on the season. Has 4 in the game. Back up top, Ingram. Palmer wanted to go baseline, sealed off. Here's Smith into the corner. Brown, he goes baseline. Turnaround, jumper, no good, but he's fouled. Foul is whistled against Trey Miller. Is that his third?
His first.
First, all right.
He has 2 turnovers.
Who's the guy who has
Hayes
it's
has
Hayes
2.
who has, okay.
Hayes has
30, not 10. Yep.
And Diop has 2.
Yes. Brown, no good. Left it a little short, did Jameer. And the lead is sunk back down to 4. There's 4 straight points by Randolph, and he missed them both. DePriest comes down with the rebound, gives off to Tucker. Tucker. And a foul going to be whistled out front by Brown. A little frustration foul by Brown, and it's a 1-and-1. So Tucker will get a couple of free throws. Tucker, a very competent free throw shooter at 62.5%. And he misses the front end, and it's tapped out to Ingram, who got fouled but no call. There's a reason he fell on the floor.
They're going to say he fell over his own 2 feet.
That's right. Brown on the outside. As Ingram trying to direct a little traffic as he works against Parson out front. And a moving screen against Richardson. Another offensive foul for the Eagles. We've had 2 of those. Only the first foul against Richardson. 9th team foul. Tucker, front court. Yes, now front court. Working against Richardson. Goes to Parson. Back to Tucker. Tucker almost lost it. Here's the foul line jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Malik. Front court is Ingram. Wanted to go. Timeout, Eagles. That's Coach Munchko saying, call timeout, call timeout, call timeout.
No one's calling timeout.
Yes. I think it's just a 30. Just the 30. So the 4-point lead after 4 straight points by Randolph. I mean, back-to-back buckets is a run in this game.
In this game, if you make more than 1 in a row,
yeah,
you're doing a lot.
Yes.
The Eagles have been scoreless for 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I feel like that's a common trend in this game. It's always just right around that 2-minute mark. And they're 1 for 5 in their 3-pointers, but 3 for 4 from their field goal. So I mean, they're doing something, just not in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
It is Richardson's 10 points that are pacing the Eagles. Parson has 8 for Randolph. 22 on the shot clock as Brown gets it into Ingram. Ingram Working against Gaines. Bounces it to Richardson. Richardson draws the double team. Here's Palmer. Oh, and he got tripped. DePriest tripped him. And for DePriest, that is his second. And that will summon Aiden Barone from the bench. Barone, a freshman out of Chesterfield. This is a young squad, this Randolph team. A lot of freshmen and sophomores. They've got 3 juniors on the team, Cox, Hayes, and Burgess. And that's it. Palmer at the foul line, but I think it's only a 1-and-1. It is, and he missed it. The Eagles have missed their last 3 free throws. Palmer, a 50% shooter, so you had a flip of the coin there opportunity. Gaines gets it down low. Miller, who tried to pass it to Barone, and it goes out of bounds. Still Randolph ball. Triggering in, they get it to Miller. Wanted to go to Tucker. Instead, goes against a double team. No good. Rebound tapped around. Still on the floor. Who's got it? Richardson has it, and a foul's going to be whistled against Randolph. And I think it's Miller. And that's his second. It is still 31-27. So we have not had a field goal from either team in the last 2 minutes. The Eagles have gone 4 minutes without scoring, let alone scoring a field goal. So now Richardson, but this is, again, 1-and-1 opportunity. So you miss the front end, you get nothing out of this, and Randolph just gets the ball right back. He missed it. The Eagles, dreadful last couple trips to the foul line. And here comes Randolph into the front court. Tucker to Bird. Bird to Parson. Parson around the screen from 18. No good. Rebound to Brown. Jameer wants to go into the front court. Wants to go all the way. Shot no good. Rebound to Parson. Parson. He's going to race into the front court. Working against Palmer. Goes back to Tucker. We're inside a minute to go here. Tucker shakes him off. Bird way outside, hands to Barone. Now to Gaines. Gaines runs into Smith. Goes to Barone. Barone into the lane, stolen away. And here comes Richardson. He bounces to Brown. Brown goes all the way, lays it up, won't go down, but Smith is there to get the rebound. And they'll call simultaneous possession, and it'll be Randolph ball with 12.9 seconds left in the half. Steve Burgess will come back in. Barone will trigger in. Gets it to Burgess. Burgess with 8 seconds, still in the backcourt. Now he gets it to Gaines. Gaines into the lane, bumps, stolen away. Richardson quickly to Suber. Suber's three-pointer, just off the mark. Almost had it. It was a good look, but it wouldn't go down. So, a lot of effort, not a whole lot to show for it. Certainly not in the last 5 or so minutes of the half. But 31-27 is your score. Pep band trying to keep people in it.
So they are doing a very great job, and it is very hard to hear you from 2 feet away from you.
Well, I guess if you're the Eagles, you got to be happy with your defensive effort. You've held Randolph to 27 points in the first half, 9 of 30 from the floor. You yourself, though, have shot just 39%, 11 of 28. Remember, at one point, they were shooting 48% and then just went in the tank from everywhere. They couldn't hit a field goal, and they also could not hit a free throw. But mercifully for the Eagles, In the meantime, Randolph wasn't able to do anything. Some people just look very different in their regular street clothes, Jen.
It's the hair.
I was trying to tell her it was not Joe Crenshaw over there, but Jen knew better.
After seeing someone for 4 years straight, and then with the hat, they don't play basketball with a basketball or baseball cap on. So
No. Well, the other thing, it's funny when you get these. You look at a team and they give you the charts. If you have the TV charts, you have pictures of the players. Well, they take the pictures like they're at Olin Mills, and you're going to hang it on your wall. It doesn't look at all like the people look in the game.
Not at all.
Especially in a women's game.
Yes, or their heights are, says they're 7 foot, and they're really like 6'5".
I'm still not convinced that one of the women's players is really who she says she is. Just looking at the picture.
You got to glam up for your headshot, Carl.
I guess so. As for me, there's only so much lipstick you can put on,
That's a lot of extra effort I'm not willing to put in.
That's right. Take a look at some of these individual numbers here. Sheesh. Another one of those games where rebounds are tough to come by for the Eagles. Oh, it's a halftime shooting contest.
Unfortunately, you can't see the layup, but you can see if he makes the layup, you can see the free throw and potentially the three.
Okay.
If I move the stats away, you can see everything.
All right. There you go. Isaac, is he ready?
Isaac Sumner, he plays baseball. He also plays for RCBL as well. I can't remember which team. There's a lot of them.
Whoa.
Oh, he's made 2 so far.
Yeah, look at this. The great thing is he's got a couple of chances. A lot of the people really lollygag at the first 2 shots. They don't give themselves an opportunity. Drains it with like 12 seconds to spare. Sheesh. He made it look easy.
Not very many people actually win, so Leighton is literally running
I was going to
back
say,
to the office because he actually won.
They doubt it so much. It's the gift card's not even out here,
I mean, I guess if you leave it back there, maybe they'll win. If you bring it out, they won't win.
All right. I see.
It's all about the strategy.
Eagles on top 31-27 here at the break. Let's take a look at some of the individual scoring. Randolph for the ball game is shooting 30%. They are 9 of 30, 25% from beyond the arc, 3 of 12, and 6 of 9. You can do the math there from the free throw line. For the Eagles, their 31 points come on 39% shooting, 11 of 28 from the floor, 2 of 7 from beyond the arc, 7 of 11 from the free throw line, 64%. Both teams, miraculously, with 9 fouls. It started off very differently, but that's how it tends to be. Just tends to work itself out. Eagles were out-rebounded in the first half, 24-18. And as far as turnovers were concerned, 11 for Randolph, 8 for the Eagles.
And it really felt like the complete opposite. It felt like Bridgewater was giving the ball up a lot more than Randolph was, but I guess that was really just because the ball was in no man's lane for so long during this entire contest.
I was going to say, and all the loose balls really went to Randolph. Mm-hmm. All right, 8 points, the leading scorer, Victor Parson for Randolph, 3 of 8 shooting, but 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. He also has the most rebounds on the team with 5 of them. 5 points in the first half for Avion Tucker. They got 4 from Trey Miller, who's in a little bit of foul difficulties. 2 points for Khalil Kapul. 2 points apiece for Burgess and TJ James Jr. For the Eagles, Malik Richardson, the only player in the ballgame in double figures. He has 10 points, 4 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 2 from beyond the arc, 1 of 2 from the foul line. So he's 50% across the board. 3 rebounds as well. Sadly, that ties for team high. Half dozen points for Jameer Brown, half dozen as well for Mason Ramey in the ball game. They've got 5 points in the first half for Kyron Smith, and then 4 points for Chris Suber, who just missed kind of the, 40-footer.
Yeah.
As time expired. 2 assists for Kyron Smith in that first half as well. On the other side of the ledger, Tucker has 3 assists and 2 steals for Randolph. So no matter any way you slice it, it's 31-27. Some of those other numbers, the points off turnovers, 8-5 advantage Bridgewater. Points in the paint, 16-12 Bridgewater. I'm kind of surprised by that. Second chance points, I'm not shocked. 5-0 Wildcats. Fast break points go Randolph's way as well, 7-4. And the Eagles bench has outscored Randolph's bench by a 15-12 margin. And that's it. Them be the numbers. 8 minutes till we get the second half underway. Eagles will try to protect this precarious 4-point advantage, and both teams will try to find a little more offensive rhythm in that second half. It is Bridgewater College basketball on Flo College. Just in time to hear the big beep. Seems like you always come back to the. There you go.
You have to start the game like that.
It's almost like you got a wrong answer on Family Feud.
Oh, yes.
You know?
We never liked those big predicts. I do want to give our listeners a great news from Roanoke. The women's team beat Roanoke 70-53. Their game started at 5 o'clock, so naturally it ended
What do you know about that game?
quite a while ago. I honestly didn't even look at any of the stats. But Riley Corcoran in her natural status, 21 points, shooting 8 for 11 from field goal range.
Wow.
100% from the free throw line. Jay Garcia, 17 points, shooting 7 for 12 from field goal range. 1 for 1 for her threes, and 100% from her free throws. 13 rebounds for her, so she's definitely getting closer to her milestone, which I don't even remember.
That's right.
It's been over a month at this point.
Jen had been keeping track. Eagles have it to start the half. Richardson's three, good! Malik, he's got 13! And the Eagles lead is 7. Front court comes Gaines. Gaines spins in the lane, the fadeaway is good! The guy who's played 8 minutes all season. In 5 games, he's played 8 minutes.
Something's happening here in Nininger Hall, and it's...
That's right. 34-29 after Gaines scores again. Got 6 points. Here's Brown. Kicks to the corner. Diop's three. Good! Eagles have come out and hit their first couple of trays, and now they've got an 8-point lead. It ties them for game high. Remember, they went the last 5+ minutes without scoring in the first half. Tucker, a little stop and go, trying to find his way to the basket. Throws to no one. Threw to a spot, and I think it was Parson who had vacated the area. Eagles with an opportunity here, because remember, Randolph didn't score in the last more than 3 minutes of the half either. Ingram has it knocked away, and then a foul on Gaines. Yes. That's a tough foul because you've knocked the ball away and then you're trying to get it, and that's when you wind up committing the foul. You got to credit Gaines there, but he does pick it up. His first, team's first. Richardson working against Miller, going to try and back it in. Now bulls his way to the bucket, off the glass and good. Richardson's got 15, and the Eagles' advantage is 10. Front court comes Gaines, working against Ingram. Hands off to Parson. Parson, oh. That's tough, But the foul's going to be against Palmer. I think his second.
No, first.
All right. Tucker will trigger in. Finds Parson. Parson looking at Hayes inside. Now we'll use a Hayes screen, but can't get it because a nice switch by the Eagles. Shot is up. That's no good, but the rebound by Miller. Offensive rebound leads to points. That breaks the run the Eagles were on. It's an 8-point game again. After the Miller basket. Ingram outside. Goes around Richardson. Back to Malik. Malik down to Diop. He somehow saves the fastball. Here's Brown. Kicks it out. Ingram's three. Good! Another triple for the Eagles. And the advantage is 11. 42-31. If you watch this, you'd have no idea how the first half was. Here's Miller. Miller drives over a couple of guys and gets fouled.
Miller was sitting on the athletic training table here. He had something in his eye for quite a while.
Diop picks up his third. Wow.
At the line for the Wildcats, number 10, Trey Miller.
So Miller goes in the line where he shoots 47% so far on the season. Misses the front end. Kyron Smith will have to come in to spell Diop. Just having a tough time staying on the court with the foul situation. Miller's second shot upcoming.
Diop has only played for 5 minutes.
Hits it. And a timeout for Randolph. Media. 17-16 left here in the second half. Eagles on top by 10. It's Bridgewater College basketball on Flo College. Back here at BC, the Eagles have come out on fire from long range, knocking down their first 3 triples. 3 for 3 here in the second half. They are 4 for 4 from the floor. 11 points. Randolph just hasn't had the same opportunity, 2 for 3 for their 5 points.
All 5 of Randolph's points, according to the stat sheet, has come from the bench as well.
Well, Haynes has kind of been that guy all of a sudden. So Malik is closing in on his season high. They get it into Ingram after the nice pressure on the inbounds. And Brown looks it over. It's 2-3 situation. Into the corner. Palmer finds Richardson. Malik elevates. Oh, just off the front of the iron. And Miller comes down with the board. Tucker brings it to the front court. First miss. Oh, took a step and then missed. Parson as Brown gets it off to Smith. Now back to Brown. Here's Kyron into the corner. Ingram's 3. That's off the mark. Rebound to Palmer, who then lays it up and in. Nice offensive rebound. That has not happened often, but the Eagles will take it up by 12. Largest advantage of the game for the Eagles. Tucker goes around the Miller screen. Brown chases him. Hayes over to Gaines. Gaines will elevate. His shot's no good. Smith comes down with a rebound. Into the front court. Goes to Palmer. Palmer into the corner to Brown. Back to Smith. He'll find Ingram. Now Richardson up top. Malik down low. Easy bucket. What a play as Palmer has another bucket. And it's a 14-point game. Back-to-back baskets by Palmer. And a nice pass by Richardson. Tucker to Miller. Now Parson. Boy, he's been the three-point guy for him. Going around Palmer. Now to Miller. His long-range jumper is swish. 46-34. And they want to fix the net. I don't know if somebody needs to pull on that thing. It's been a problem for a season and a half now. Just on that one.
It's the net, it's the floor, it's...
Yeah, I know. Timeout on the floor. They'll take it. 15-24 left here in the second half. Eagles up by 12. It's Bridgewater College basketball on Flo College. A trombone solo?
Trombone solo. It's different. Normally it's a trumpet.
Nice.
You had to get the last note in. They did adjust the shot clock to 28 seconds.
Smith gets it into Palmer. Palmer into the front court. Going to go all the way. No, kicks to Ramey. Now to Brown. Brown in towards the lane, off the window. Good! Brown, tough bucket. Eagles back up by 14. Front court comes Burgess. Working against Ingram. Now picked up by Smith. Tucker goes up to Hayes. Hayes switches to Smith. Wanted to go to Burgess. Goes inside. Spinning is Miller. Over Mason Ramey. Won't go down. The rebound knocked around. Who's got it? It's on the floor. Still on the floor. They'll call it timeout. They called it. Oh. So it was Randolph that called the timeout. Steve Burgess.
I didn't hear him. All I heard was Coach Munch go.
They gave the timeout to Steve. Smart play on his part to keep the basketball. Although they had the possession arrow anyway. But now you get to keep it.
Yeah.
Coach Key drew up a play. See if they execute it. Parson will inbound. Parson gets it to Burgess. Burgess working against Ingram on the outside. Goes around the Miller screen. Now kicks out to Tucker. Tucker down to Miller. Miller against Ramey. Shoots over him, won't go down. Rebound, though, and then a foul on Mason Ramey. Another offensive rebound, though, for Randolph. Second foul for Ramey, third against the team. Hayes goes to the line. Not a big sample size, but a 50% shooter so far this year, 3 out of 6. Well, maybe it is the norm if he hits this one. Remains 48-34, but for the Eagles, the clock just doesn't seem to be moving. Second shot, that one's good. Substitution as TJ James will come in and Parson takes the seat. Brown facing a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Working against Tucker. They'll switch direction. It's to Ramey way away from the bucket. Now Jenkins. He finds Palmer. Palmer back to Jenkins. Jenkins leaned on, down low to Ramey, back outside. Jenkins three-pointer, off the mark. Ramey can't collect the rebound. It's out of bounds. Ooh, they'll say Bridgewater ball. That's
a bad angle from here.
Yes, still kind of friendly, I think. Barone will come back in. Hayes will take a seat. They get it into Ramey. Ramey finds Jenkins. Jenkins bodied up by Burgess and lost the basketball and then committed the foul. Very foolish. On all accounts. You know, we just started going to the foul line awful darn early last half, and you're setting it up again that way.
Yeah.
Burgess comes front court. Chance to cut further into the Eagles' 13-point advantage. Burgess from 15, no good. Ramey will come down with the rebound. Gives it off to Ingram. Now Jenkins, right side. Jenkins to Mason Ramey. Barone on him. Goes to Brown. Brown tried to get in. Now he does. Bounced it to Ramey, but too low. And it went off Ramey's shins and out of bounds. So here's Tucker. Working against Brown. Still working on the outside. Picked up now by Palmer. Miller was left alone. His three-pointer swish. Trey Miller, a 20% three-point shooter, makes it a 10-point game. And hits the first three-pointer of the second half for the Wildcats. Ramey was going to hand to Palmer. Instead, has to go Jenkins up top. Jenkins around the screen to Brown. Brown to the corner. Here's Palmer. He'll glide to the bucket. No good. And the rebound brought down by Tucker. Tucker over to Burgess. Down to Miller. Miller works against Palmer. Kicks back out. Burgess three-pointer. Good. Jeez. 7-point game. Randolph on a bit of a run here. It's Jenkins. Goes over to Ingram. Now Brown. He finds Jenkins. Sealed off baseline. Now gets a chance. Lays it up and in. What a bucket. As he went right at TJ James, who I thought had sealed the baseline. But apparently not. The Eagles up by 9. As Burgess almost lost the handle. In some trouble against Ingram. Still working. Where's the 5 seconds? Now to Tucker. 10 on the shot clock as Tucker works against Jenkins. 6, 5. Now into the lane. High off the glass, no good. Knocked out of bounds. Oh, no. Looked like it was off TJ James. They called the timeout. 11:24 left here in the half. Eagles up by 9. It's Bridgewater College basketball on Flo College. So, Jen, they're looking at the shot clock. What say you?
I don't even remember what it was even on before they reset it back to 20. But I did think it did go off of Mason Ramey's fingertips.
Okay. You're closer.
2 feet.
Hey. Sometimes it's all about perspective.
It did hit the rim, so it's going to go back to a first 20.
It's going to stay 20?
It's going to stay 20. And the Bridgewater coaching staff are not arguing whatsoever either.
All right. I think they were asking if it didn't, because trying to find some sort of help.
Mm-hmm.
Inbounds to Miller. Miller goes baseline, kicks it out to Burgess. Now to Barone. His three-pointer. Good. Wow. Aiden Barone. It's a 6-point game. Remember, the Eagles were up by 14 at one point, but they have been outscored 10-2.
We did get a substitution in for the Eagles as well.
Deloach is in for the first time tonight. Jalen. It's really kind of been without the services of Moose Diop for much of the game. Deloach looking to drive, bumps with Barone, no good, but he's fouled. And Deloach will go to the line. And if you're the Eagles, you like that. Jalen has shot 83% so far this year. But yeah, the Eagles on the wrong end of a 12-2 run right now by Randolph. Deloach hits the front end to make the lead 7.
And honestly, the points that they're getting aren't even from their starters. It's coming straight off the bench.
Second shot by Deloach. That one's no good. Rebound stolen by Palmer, who gets it then to Jenkins, who has to give it up to Richardson. Richardson trying to go, bulls his way to the bucket. It won't go down, and the rebound's in Barone's hands, and we go the other way. Eagles had a couple of chances, couldn't convert. Tucker working against Deloach, goes around the Barone screen, now picked up by Ingram. Down to Miller. Miller has it knocked away. It's in the air, and it is Richardson who comes away with it. Nice steal inside. Jenkins, front court. To Richardson. Malik gives it up to Ingram. Ingram sees a lane. His little pump shot's good. And Ingram has his 5th point of the night. Eagles up by 9. Burgess, nice little pass, but they'll say off the hands of Jenkins and out of bounds.
I don't agree with that one.
Jenkins can't believe it. Exactly halfway through this second half. It's Miller, gives it to Burgess. Burgess puts up the 3, good. 53-47, a 6-point game again. Burgess is heated up. Richardson to Deloach. Deloach sees a little bit of a lane, shoots over Miller, no good. Rebound to Barone. Other way we come. Burgess with it. Down low. Spinning shot, no good by Miller, but the foul going to be against Malik Richardson, just his second. Miller goes to the line, where he is 1 out of 2 tonight, I do believe, without taking a look. Yes, 1 for 2. Miller, 12.6 rebounds. He leads the team in scoring and rebounds.
Steve Burgess has really warmed up. He's gotten 6 points in the first half. He only had 2.
So Burgess now with 8 total in his 18 minutes. Burgess on the season averages 10.5. So he's got basically 9.5 minutes to get a bucket. Oh, no. Who did that? And I think they're going to call a technical against Bridgewater as somebody blew a horn in the pep band. And I think just 2 shots. We get 2 shots, and now the pep band will get a warning.
Mm-hmm.
First shot, good. Miller going to make him pay. 5-point game. Eagles with wholesale substitutions. Brown, Smith, Ingram, Ramey, and Suber on the court for the Eagles. Second shot here for Miller. No good. Rebound to Smith. Gets it off to Brown. Brown races into the front court against Tucker. Bounces it to Ramey up top. Mason finds Suber. Suber going to see a little bit of a lane. Bounces it to Ramey. It's up and in. Pretty pass and pretty finish. Back to a 7-point game. Burgess picked up by Suber. What a play. And then sinks the 12-footer. Nice play by Burgess. Quickly up court to Suber. Ramey with it now. Back to Suber. Suber looking for a lane. Instead stops. Gives it up to Ingram. Corner to Smith. Smith finds Ramey. Now Brown. 10 on the shot clock. As Jameer going to go all the way. Lays it up. Won't go down. Rebound collected, though, by Ramey. Mason trying to get it somewhere. He finds Ingram. Now Suber. He's going to kick it. Over to Brown. Brown. Couple of defenders. It's good! And it counts. Jameer Brown. Wow. Barone going to get whistled for the foul. His second. So the and one opportunity here for Brown. Trying to push the Eagles' lead to 8 here. Miller will come out, and Parson is back in. Parson was their leading scorer in the first half with 8. The and one for Brown, good. 58-50, Eagles on top. After the Brown free throw, and he's in double figures. Burgess on the outside, works against Suber. And now runs into Suber. Ball's knocked away from Bird. Suber's going to go all the way and lays it up. He missed, and then Brown got fouled from behind. That ought to be an intentional. That was intentional. Wow. 2 shots. Boy, that was closest to intentional as I've seen in a long time against Tucker. Media timeout, 7:56 left. 8-point lead for Bridgewater here on Flo College. Two Eagles in double figures. Malik Richardson with 15. Jameer Brown now with 11 points. For Randolph, 2 players in double figures. Miller's got 13, and Burgess has 10. So the former Eagle burning the Eagles a little bit. And it'll be free throws for Brown as we come back. He'll get a couple of shots. So Jameer is 3 out of 5 from the foul line so far tonight. Whew. Willed that one in. That needed some help. He got it to go. Brown could make it a double-digit lead with 7:56 left. Eagles have led by as many as 14, but then watched Randolph go on quite the run. I think it was 12-2. So 60-50 now. As Tucker will bring it up against Suber. He's around the screen by Bird. Kicks out. Burgess left alone. How do you do that? He hits another 3. I mean, you got to cover the guy who's making the shots. 7-point game after a Burgess triple. He's got 13. Brown back out. Palmer picked up by DePriest. Mason Ramey. Mason goes back to Palmer. Palmer off the glass. It's good. Nice interior bucket by Palmer again. Burgess brings him into the front court. Looking to go all the way. He does, and he's fouled from behind by Brown. Has to be. Yep. His second. That sends Burgess to the line. Steve's always been a good free throw shooter. So far this year, it's 71%, and he's 2 for 2 tonight. Ooh, missed the first one.
It was really quiet in here, too.
It really was. But it was also really quiet before the Eagles pep band played a little air horn. So Burgess' second shot. One of the fans yelled brick. Burgess hits the second one to make it an 8-point game. Tick down toward the 7-minute mark as Suber comes across. Picked up by Tucker. Gonna go, nope, has it knocked off the glass, and then a foul. The foul against Burgess.
Number 35, Steve Burgess. His first.
Only Burgess is first. Boy, DePriest really got crushed at the end of that play. They want fresh 20. There they go. All right. Ramey back to Suber. Suber off to Brown. Brown, oh, down to Ramey. His shot won't go down, but Brown's there to clean it up. Eagles back up to a 10-point advantage after another Brown bucket. Tucker front court working against Suber. Goes now to Miller. Miller driving inside, kicks it out. Parson for three. That's off the mark, and the rebound to Palmer. Nice long arms of Palmer to get that one. Eagles with an opportunity to add on to the lead here. And here's Brown going all the way. It's stripped away. Can he save it? It's out of bounds. Oh, but they'll call it simultaneous possession. It'll be Randolph ball. And that's a timeout for the Eagles. Full or half? Just a 30-second timeout. 6:07 left, and the Eagles' lead is 10. Eagles trying to take advantage here a little bit because the last field goal was at Burgess 3 about a minute and 40 seconds ago. Brown and Richardson now tied for game-high honors with 15 apiece. Burgess on their heels with 14. Malik just 2 points away from his season high of 17. That was against Medgar Evers, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. His career high is 22 against Wesleyan.
It was a year or two ago.
A year ago.
Tucker will trigger in. Gets it to Burgess. Burgess comes front court, working against Brown, gives to Tucker. Tucker lost the handle, but it's saved. Burgess shoots over Brown. No good, but the rebound, oh gosh. Eagles got away with one there. Smith and Mason Ramey is hurt. As there was a huge collision inside. And Ramey got the worst of it. Palmer will trigger in. Right in front of Jen, basically.
Mm-hmm. I'm as tall as him sitting up here.
He gets it off to Suber. Suber working against Tucker. Sealed off. Now goes around Malik. Kicks to the corner. Smith is open for three. Kyron, no good. The rebound to Tucker, knocked out of his hands. Suber will put it up and in. Eagles up a dozen. Burgess, front court. Looking to break it down, and another Brown foul as Burgess was too fast for him. His third with 5:19 left. And Burgess back to the foul line.
At the Wildcats, number 35, Steve Burgess.
Coach Munchko having a conversation with the referee. And quick word with Suber.
Mason Ramey took the bench once again after stretching it out a little bit.
Jeez. Yeah, it looked rough. Steve hits the first one to cut the Bridgewater advantage to 11. Can make it a 10-point game here. It's funny, when I was putting these charts together, I didn't immediately, I'm just, typing away, but then you get to where he's from, and I'm like, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, wait a minute.
Idaho.
I'm like, there's not, I've only heard of that one other time. Oh, yeah, it's Steve. Brown bounces it to Richardson. Malik wanted to go to the other side, gives to Brown. Brown tries to spin on Steve Burgess. Now back out to Suber. Suber gets hit. Outside three, good! A three ball by Palmer. The Eagles are up by 13. Burgess into the lane. Kicks to the corner, DePriest. That's off the mark. Rebound got by DePriest himself. Parson in the lane. Oh, and it's Malik Richardson who comes away with it. I mean, they could have called cap, actually, at one point. They could have called simultaneous possession, I thought. Suber working against Parson. Nobody's there, and he can't make the shot. DePriest came late, threw him off his mark. Off to Burgess. Burgess. Here's Gaines. Shoots, no good. Rebound knocked around. Palmer comes away with it. Suber going to slow it down a bit. Act like you've got the lead. And Smith up and in. Kyron Smith with a bucket as Parson fell down. Eagles up by 15. This is their largest advantage. Burgess comes front court. Bounces it to Miller, and it's off his knee and out of bounds. Bridgewater basketball. And media timeout with 3:47 left to go here in the half. Bridgewater 71, Randolph 56. It's Bridgewater College basketball on Flo College. Eagles comfortably on top, 71-56, with 3:47 left here in this second half. And once the pep band stops playing, I'll let Jen tell you a couple things.
Literally a couple, because it's only two.
Well, you found
two things.
You found the numbers. It's not fair for me to give them to you. But are these career highs?
Yes.
All right.
Both Malik Richardson and Mason Ramey have 3 steals so far this contest. Malik Richardson's high was 2, and while Mason Ramey's was 1. So both have increase and improve themselves on steals, and it's made notice, especially in the second half, which is where these steals have come from for this team. And we are only 8 points away from free ice cream.
Suber with it on the outside. Hit by Gaines. Kicks to the corner. Here's Smith. Smith tries to spin on Parson. Puts a tough shot up and in. Mamma mia. What a bucket. 73-56. Tucker into the front court. Richardson flashed out on him. Here's Miller back to Tucker, and he can't save it. That was off his hand, right? Are they going to call a foul on Palmer inside?
Sure are. His second.
But it brings free throws. Trey Miller, 2 for 4 tonight, which technically is better than his season average of 47%.
We also have Brian Donahue in for the Wildcats as well.
Hits the front end. That's a big make because, again, that's the one-in-one situation where if you missed it, that was it. Should mention Brian Donahue checked in for Randolph, 6'6" freshman out of Chesterfield. The second Miller shot's good. Hit them both. Inside 3 minutes to go. Eagles' lead has been trimmed to 15. Suber against Burgess. Goes to Richardson. Cross-court pass to Smith. Smith trying to get in on Parson. Turnaround. Good! Kyron Smith. A little crazy, to be honest with you, that early in the shot clock, but they'll take it. 75-58. Tucker working against Smith. Drives in. Now down to Donahue, who scores. 75-60. Smith into the front court. Picked up by Parson. Tries to spin away from him. Was going to hand off to Brown. Instead, it's Richardson, way away from the bucket. Now Suber. Suber out to Richardson. Richardson wants to drive. He does. It's up. It's in. Malik Richardson. And that ties his season high of 17. Front court comes Tucker. He'll shoot the three ball. Good. Big shot there. 77-63. Cuts the Bridgewater lead to 14. Suber over to Richardson. $1:30 left to go in this one. Smith way away from the bucket. Elevates for three. Bing, bang, boom. I guess they'll say it's just a 2.
Oh, they did count. They put 3 on the board.
Should be. I thought it was a 3. Ball stolen away from Burgess. Smith gonna beat everybody down court. Jams it home. Rama-lama ding-dong. Do they call a technical on Smith for hanging on the rim? So the technical foul against Smith, and Parson misses. Second one upcoming. And that was a 2. The Eagles, they just changed the scoreboard to 81.
That still means free ice cream, Carl.
It does. The second one is good, so it's 81-64. Minute 10 left. Randolph with the basketball. Here comes Tucker. Tucker goes around the screen, gives it up Miller, his three-pointer. Good. 81-67. Richardson facing some pressure in the backcourt. Picks up the dribble, gets it to Palmer. Palmer wheels around. He's going to try to go all the way. It's no good, but he's fouled. Coach Munchko going crazy even though the team's up by 14. Take a break. Third foul against Miller, but with 46 seconds left, it's pretty academic. Palmer's free throw is good. Palmer, 4 of 8 on the season from the foul line. Palmer's in double figures here tonight. Second shot's good. What's the number on Palmer this year? 83-67. As Tucker comes across the line.
13.
Elevates, no good. Rebound, though, collected underneath. Miller gets it up, in, and a foul. They call the foul against Palmer. Palmer's third. Couple of free throws now for Miller. Miller with 20 points in the ballgame. Far and away, he's leading all scorers, and now he's got 21. Bounce it to Suber. Suber trapped, and he got fouled by Parson. So Suber goes to the line. Chris and the foul line have not been friends. He is 6 of 12 on the season. He is the freshman out of White Plains, New York.
Number 3, Chris Suber.
Suber's got 6 points in the game. He's 2 for 2 from the foul line tonight. 3 rebounds, 3 assists. No good. Front court comes Tucker. Inside a half minute to go. Tucker's three-point bomb, good. Sheesh. Suber gets a timeout for Bridgewater. Needed the timeout so they didn't get the backcourt violation, but still 10 points in 14 and a half seconds would be a lot to make up. There you go.
Free ice cream. You know where I'm going on Friday. That's when it expires.
All right.
Fans, the Eagles are back at home on Saturday as part of a Bridgewater basketball doubleheader.
We've got a doubleheader on Saturday.
And Hall of Fame.
Yes. Big class. Good class.
Heavy class.
Yeesh.
And women play Guilford,
Ugh.
which will be very interesting to watch. But guess what, Carl? We'll be right here.
They will?
I will. I
All
hope
right.
you will.
I'm supposed to have a meeting that day.
Hopefully it's with me.
Yeah. (83-73), Bridgewater on top. And I don't know how long they have to get it across the timeline. But they do to Palmer. Palmer will jam it home.
I will say that is now his season high.
All right. Front court comes Tucker. Miller's three-pointer. Good! Yo, Gabba, Gabba! They can't miss. And now they call a foul. It'll send Brown to the line. In a 9-point game with 3 seconds left. So Brown with 15. Richardson leading the way with 17. There are 4 Eagles in double figures. Brown, Richardson, Palmer, and Smith. And for Kyron, that's got to be a pretty good game for him.
And that is a career high for him as well with 15.
Brown hits the front end. So Kyron Smith, and did it on 7 of 11 shooting. Also chipped in with 5 rebounds. Brown hits them both. 11-point lead. Tucker will pick it up. Race into the front court. Half-court heave. No good. And that's how it ends. Eagles with a nice 11-point win here tonight. Just looking at Randolph in that second half shooting from three-point range. 9 of 13. Wow. 9 made three-pointers in the second half. Normally you'd look at a number like that and say you got blown out of the water.
But Bridgewater was just giving it right back at 57.1%, but their field goal percentage, 67%.
Yeah.
And that really is the difference maker of this game compared to Randolph's 51.7%. So it was really just, it was, the entire game was just a battle of back and forth of, well, one, who even has the ball, if it's even in someone's hands. But they were, second half, able to execute and communicate a lot better than our printer is apparently right now.
Well, it's really incredible how both teams shot compared to how the first half went. You know? Because, I mean, neither team could figure it out in the first half. And in the second half, you have both teams shoot over 50%. And, I mean, if you're Randolph and you're looking at that second half, you put in 49 points. But you gave up 56. The Eagles scored 56 in the second half. I mean, they scored 58 in the entire game last time you and I were here. I mean,
and if you look at rebounds, it got really close once again. Randolph had 37 rebounds total for the game, while Bridgewater had 32. So it did go from a wider margin to a lot smaller margin.
Yeah, Randolph was +6 at the break, but they had been up even more than that earlier in that first half. But you look, so in the last two games prior in their losses, the Eagles scored 56 and 58 points. In this one, they scored 56 and a half. Wow. I don't know if the offense has ever been working as well as it was in the second half here. 87 points. That is their high for the season. The only other time they were in the 80s this year was their win against Carlo. But this is a nice win. I mean, not only does it pull the Eagles back to 500, 6-6 on the season, but now 2-1. They have a winning record in the conference.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of season and career highs here for the Eagles as well. Kyron Smith scoring 15 points. His season and career high were both 14. And we mentioned earlier Malik Richardson tied his season high for points at 17, but also those 3 steals really helped him, not just for the season, but his career. He only had 1 earlier this season against Wheaton on December 29th. And then Mason Ramey also with those 3 steals. He tied his season high and had another season high just 1. So he 300% for him there. So 3 steals for Ramey. But you mentioned earlier 4 Eagles in double figures. I'll let you take that away, Carl.
Yeah, 17 apiece for both Jameer Brown and Malik Richardson. 15 for Kyron Smith, as Jen just mentioned. And then you got Carter Palmer with 13. What you got to love is the efficiency. Palmer scored his 13 points on 5 of 6 shooting. He also led the team with 7 rebounds. I mean, Kyron Smith's 15 came on 7 of 11 shooting. Jameer Brown, 5 of 9 from the floor. I mean, you know, nobody had that miserable night shooting. Only 2 players played for the Eagles and did not score. That was Owens and Hain.
Both did not play very much.
It's incredible to look at that and say that DePriest did not score for Randolph.
Then you look
in
on the
his
complete
18 minutes.
And you look on the complete flip side of that and look at Miller, who played 33 minutes and produced 24 points for Randolph.
Yeah, Miller was the man. 24 points, 8 of 13 shooting, 3 for 3 from beyond the arc, and 5 of 7 from the free throw line as he had a whale of a basketball game. 87-76, Bridgewater wins it here tonight. I think Coach Munchko is coming over. We shall see. We shall see. Now joined by the head Eagle, Coach Munchko with I was trying to figure out, sometimes you buy the premium gasoline and your car runs a little bit better. What happened in the second half? 56 points, which, pretty much matches the output of the past 2 games.
Yeah, no, I mean,
in a half.
I think, we made some tweaks with this, with the offense a little bit the past week or so, still tinkering with it. We've been trying to keep it just simple in practice right now whenever we go live, and I thought we did a good job of sharing the ball and really just, taking shots that we practice. You know what I mean? And, again, you see our three-point number attempts down, but, 6 of 14, that's a good number for us. And, again, when we play to our strengths individually, we're, obviously clearly a much more productive team. So it's good to see us, display that tonight.
So what did you see as the first half, both teams kind of stuck in the mud.
Yep.
And it was both teams trying to find some sort of rhythm. And the second half, both of you came out.
Yeah, no,
much differently.
We just wanted to keep, we talk about hitting singles on offense, just keeping it simple. Stop trying to make the home run play and, try to string together some runs there. And, I give Evan Key and the Randolph team, those guys played hard. And obviously they made some shots down the stretch late that kind of kept them in arm's reach. But yeah, again, I'm glad we kind of just kept it simple on offense, and guys, took shots that we practiced.
Well, I was going to say it shows up in the efficiency.
Yep.
Kyron scores 15 on 7 of 11, and you got Carter Palmer 5 of 6 from the floor. You're taking shots, as you said, that are inside the offense.
Yeah, and again, it helps when you see some of those. If you get an easy one, Carter had a couple great cuts in the second half to kind of. And again, as a freshman for him, he's done a lot of good stuff lately, and hopefully keeps trending upwards. And again, it's nice when you see that ball go in early. Kind of the confidence kind of gives you going into the rest of the game. So,
I thought Chris Suber played his best game that I've seen him play.
Yeah. He had a rough stretch late in the first half while we were trying to extend that lead a little bit. But he's quick as all get out. He's dynamic, and when like I said, when he's keeping it simple on offense, he's a tough kid to keep in front. So, proud of his contribution as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you've got a guy like him that you've got an account for, and you almost need him to score a bucket early.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's a little bit of respect, for
100%.
him to take a shot.
Yep.
Because I think you and I have probably seen too many games where he doesn't shoot.
Yeah.
And then there's no real need to worry about it.
Yeah. But, you saw those possessions in the second half specifically where he's locked in. When he's locked in on defense, he is an absolute pest. He might make a mistake. And, again, we've been preaching next play. You miss a shot. You miss a ball screen coverage. Just get it back to the next play. And, I know we never question how hard he plays on the day-to-day.
You get 4 players in double figures, and Malik's really on a bit of a run here for you.
Yeah, no,
since the tournament.
Yeah, and you see and again, Mason Ramey, racked up a couple DMPs the last couple games, put together some good practices, and gave us some good minutes today. But I think with Malik's just kind of keeping him fresh, keeping it simple for him. Work your way inside and work your way out. And again, he's playing some good basketball right now.
He's making difficult shots. He's down in there. These aren't gimmies.
Yeah, he's a big, strong kid. He's a senior. He knows what the ODAC grind is like. And again, I give Randolph a lot of credit. They had, but Malik's been through this league for a while, so it's good to see him kind of take advantage of some of those. I think he had some good matchups where he's just playing. He's 6'4", pushing 285, 290. That's a tough matchup for anybody in our league. So, again, when he's locked in on offense and, more so on defense too, he's a really good player.
Things really didn't open up for you, it didn't seem to me, until you matched their physicality.
Sure. Yeah, no.
Because I think that was the issue early.
Yeah, absolutely. And, again, it's just finishing plays. And we got our butts kicked in the first half in the glass. And you see, we still lost the rebounding war in the second half. But, obviously it helps your defense. When you're getting good shots on offense that you practice, that your team's taking and making, taking, it kind of sets up your defense a little bit better. And, again, we were lucky to get some stops, or enough stops, I should say, to kind of win the field goal percentage battle against these guys.
Jen wants to know if it's weird to play against former Eagles.
Hey, Steve Burgess had a great game. Again, was always a good kid, always good in my book. Yeah, a little weird to see him in another jersey, but
we enjoy seeing him have success elsewhere.
What? I'll take this win every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
And then you're right back at it here on Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, you're really in the post-break grind.
Yeah, and we've been talking about our guys. Like right now, the ODAC, second half season is just a war of attrition, man. Who can stay together, who can keep getting better with each day. And, and got a good Hampton-Sydney team at home Saturday. But, again, I'm glad, obviously happy with the result, but, I'm definitely happy with our effort and our attitude from this past Saturday that we had against a good Marymount team.
Coach, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks again. Good
nice
seeing
win
you guys.
Here tonight.
All
right, Coach. Mike Munchko with a win here tonight as his team pulls off the 87-76 victory. And, yeah, good to see Steve had a good game, but, it's nice to have him have a good game when we win, right? Yeah, I think that was kind of
the only time he can have a good game is when if he's playing us, we have to win.
Right. But nice victory here tonight again. Career high for Kyron Smith with 15 points. Great efforts from Brown, Richardson, and Palmer, and really kind of up and down. It would have been interesting to see. You think about that, they had to do much of this without Moose Diop, who I figure kind of would have gotten a lot of the Mason Ramey minutes.
Mm-hmm. Except he got those 3 fouls in 5 minutes of play, which is...
Right. But, and that was kind of a carryover from the last game where you're playing too much defense with your hands, not with your feet. And that creates foul problems. We saw it a couple times here tonight on a couple of fouls. But, hey, when you score 87 points, you're going to be hard to keep up with. Eagles score 50 points in the paint. Wow. 50-20 was the difference in paint points. Where's your favorite number there, Jen?
My 3 steals.
The bench points?
Oh, my bench points. Always my bench points. Well, Randolph really had that one.
Yikes.
54 points came from their bench. Remember, they only scored 76.
Yeah. Well, Steve Burgess did not start, so his 16 points went to that effort. But nice win here for Bridgewater. They moved to 6-6 on the season, now 2-1 in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. We appreciate you tuning in. Jen, I'll see you in a couple days.
We got men's game at 2 o'clock against Hampton-Sydney, and we move to the 4 o'clock women's game against Guilford. So different competition there on the women's side with 2 previous coaches playing their old teams.
It's interesting, and it kind of we've talked about it a little bit. Yes, it's their previous school, but now Now there's no players left, right? And I think Jaden Alsbury was the last one that was left that had a connection to the previous coach, and we'll see. Should be a couple of entertaining games here on Saturday. Hope you join us. Final once again, Bridgewater 87, Randolph 76. It's been a pleasure bringing it to you here on Flo College.